Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Malcolm, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today. And salutations to the Akim that are out there on the four corners of the earth that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. All right. Salutations to the Confusion of Face Akim that do the same. And salutations to the Akwaf that are listening to, and learning. To you, I say shalom. This is going to be another installation of Let the Bible Speak. I'm just going to read some passages from second chapter of Wisdom of Solomon. And then I'm going to go into the book of Esther. Because basically we're living in a time and an age where Esau is going to, or is showing his horns, man. And in Chicago, right around October, you have these yellow jackets, and it's, the course of the earth is all messed up. As a matter of fact, let's get a scripture to read that, because you got bugs that live longer than what they're supposed to, or they start hatching again. When the creatures, different creatures are supposed to go dormant for the winter months, then all of a sudden you'll have a burst of spring-like weather, and all these flies and stings and these bugs that are normally dormant wake up again. So everything's out of course. And what I've noticed over the years, man, is that right around, usually in October, those September, October, when it's starting to get a little, when the air is starting to change, or should be changing. It gets a little chilly, but yet it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot. These yellow jackets, these little bees, they get very, very violent, and they hang around garbage, man. When I was a kid, bees didn't land on dog shit. Bees didn't hover around, the garbage, but now they do. Like flies. You actually see bees on shit like flies. And when I was a kid, that wasn't normal, man, because the earth is out of course. Everything's wrong, man. I was trying to find a scripture that said he would destroy those who destroy the earth. I believe it's 11, Revelation 11 and 18. Yeah, it's a Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, and they should be judged. And thou shouldest give his reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints. So the servants and the prophets are going to be rewarded for their work in these last days, for standing firm, some of us even to the death, risking our lives and our freedom, to teach this truth to the sheep, to the flock, to those who are awakening. All right? And it says, and to them that fear thy name, all right, those who are pushing the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, small and great, shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. All right? And the reason that I use that example of the bees and then read the scripture is because Esau is going to get most violent before he dies, same way those bees do. Because they're in a position that they're getting ready to expire or go dormant. And that's when they get to be the most violent. And wherever their garbage cans, if you stand anywhere near the garbage cans, and in Chicago, often garbage cans are near the bus stops. So you're standing on the bus stop and you fighting off these damn bees that are all in your face, trying to land on you. And in the end, they're swarming around the garbage, man. And that's not normal. Okay? Well, Esau, he is a pest, and he is garbage. Okay? But this is Wisdom of Solomon. And I'm chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 14. All right? He was made to reprove our thoughts, which we do. Okay? He is grievous unto us even to behold. All right? And we are. They hate us. They hate looking at us. Especially when we're out there on the highways and byways teaching, doing what we were doing. The Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. All right? Matter of fact, let's get that. It's and it reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's basically what we do, week in and week out. All right. Israelites go out around America and around the world, as the scriptures say they would, fulfilling prophecy, coming together by the word, all right, and declaring the end from the beginning, and declaring who the Edomites are. And they were grievous for them to look at. Okay. And he is grievous unto us to behold, for his life is not like other men's, his ways are another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways, and from filthiness he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and make of his boast to be that God is his father, and we do. Lamentations 5:2. It says our heritage is turned to strangers. They are counterfeit, because the scriptures clearly told you that another people would be claiming the heritage of Jacob, and Jacob would be hidden. All right, he wouldn't be known in the streets, just like it says in Lamentations 4:8. It says their visage, their look, their faces are darker than a coal, blacker than a coal, but they are not known in the streets. So, and they love to call us black Hebrew Israelites, even though there's nothing black about us. We're different shades of brown, man. Latinos and natives we are, as well as the Negroes. Okay? And those are brown people. Black is a false narrative that they created, something that they can hide behind, because they've got the psyche of the people when they use words like that. Okay? Revelation 2:9. I know the blasphemy of them would say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. For behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan. Well, when that scripture was first written, it was actually talking about, those 2/3 Israelites, man. All right. But remember, the scriptures are manyfold, and now they can be applied to the actual people who run around the earth saying that they're Jewish, and they're not, because they're not. Matter of fact, by even proclaiming that you're Jewish, you're acknowledging that you're false. And then I'm getting tired of telling you, man, that all you have to do is check the records, man. In the Jewish encyclopedias and many different sources of their own literature, they tell you that the modern day Jewry is Edom, and that they're converts, man. Okay? Then you got, and now this campaign to say that they're the people. You got Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, talking about this land was promised to our people. It was promised to your people 5,000 years ago, was the earth. And to have it for a period of time until the end came. And now your time is up. All right. So Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, and all the rest of the false Jews and the rest of the nation of Edom, all right, the rest of the Idumeans are all going into slavery. And at the end of that slavery, they're going to get rounded up and destroyed. Okay. Thus saith the Lord. Let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. All right. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him out of the hand of his enemies. And he is, man. He definitely is. All right. I'm going to get a couple scriptures to substantiate that. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. For by his own sayings, he shall be respected. Okay? So they want to condemn us with a shameful death, man. And sometimes they often do. I just watching the news earlier where some guy just got out of prison who was falsely accused of a crime, and he was locked up for 30 years, man. You mean to tell me for 30 years you couldn't figure out that this man didn't do what he did? All right? You people have a lot to pay for. There's a lot of blood on your hands. So let's go to Jeremiah 4:7. Because Esau wants to put the Lord to the test. Well, the Lord is going to put it on you, man. This is Jeremiah 4:7. The lion has come up from his thicket. All right. And the destroyer of the Gentiles, and that's talking about the actual other nations, not Israelite foreigners. All right. Is on his way and is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. He's going to destroy your dwelling places and your strongholds, all you other nations, man. All right. So what makes you think he's coming back for any other reason is beyond me. You people are stupid and foolish, and you're gonna die painful, foolish deaths. Okay. This is Ezekiel 25, starting at verse 12. And it reads, "Thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, have dealt against the house of Judah, the Negroes, by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom," the so-called white man, "and will cut off man and beast from it." So all your power structure is going to be cut off, man. "And I will make it desolate from Teman to Dedan, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom," the so-called white man, "by the hand of my people Israel," Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes. "And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power." All right. The Lord is going to utterly annihilate Esau, Edom, and subjugate the rest of you heathen at the same time, man. There's a precept there in Isaiah 11 and 14, I think we're going to read. All right. "And your plans are going to fail, just like Amon's," which I'm going to read. Okay. And now, never mind. I'm going to not read that precept. Okay. But yeah, you Edomites are going to go down, man. And there's really nothing you can do about it. Okay. So let's finish out Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter. All right. Because this is probably going to be a part 2 video, because I think I want to go into the account of Amon and Esther. Just the key points, you know, on how he failed. The same way the rest of you Edomites are going to fall. All right. Your plans are going to fail, man. All right. Verse 21. "Such things they did imagine and were deceived from their own wickedness have blinded them," just as Amon's did, or Ammon. All right. "As the mysteries of power, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. For power created man to be immortal and made him to be the image of his own." And that's basically the Israelites, man. All right. That's your host of heaven. The judges and rulers of all in the new heaven, the new heaven and earth, the new heaven in which is coming down, which is going to be here on earth, man, which is going to be ruled by the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, by the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Yahweh's army and judges, the 144,000, which is written in Revelation, the 7th chapter, minus the tribe of Dan, might I add. All right, there isn't, the Danites are no more. They're actually mixed in with the rest of the Israelites, because spirits don't die. Okay. And then the rest of the elect that are counted in that number. You know, the confusion of face, which that confusion will be wiped away once after the destroyer of the Gentile comes back, because we're going to get those new bodies, man. All right. It says, verse 23 one more time, For Yahweh created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil, Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. All right, and that's that serpent seed, man. That serpent in the garden, man. All right, and that became a race of people. That was a man, and his spirit, you know, stayed in the earth. Okay, and that's clearly the spirit of Cain, and then Cain's spirit came back in Esau, and well, there it is. So with that, I hope this was an edifying lesson All praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Shem Shai. And to the next one, Shalom.